Hello everybody, I'm Lana, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and today we are doing another weapon chat. So, I'm going to get my colors sorted. So get out your projects and let's work on this together. So, how has your week been? Mine was okay. It's kind of been the usual. Not much happened, as usual. What would you expect from me? So yeah. I hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day. Even if you just spend it inside, alone, maybe even with a pet, I still hope you had a wonderful day. And if you did spend it with someone, was it any good? Well, we here, or at least my husband and I, don't actually celebrate Valentine's Day. We know we love each other. We don't need one special day of the year to remind us. So yeah, we made it good by not buying any overpriced flowers or chocolates. We always say that, like, it's not that we don't want to buy each other something for Valentine's Day. It's only that one rose is like 2 or 3 times as expensive as another day. So I'm like, I'd rather have it on another day, especially because at a random day I don't see it coming. Because, well, getting a gift is more fun when you don't expect it. So yeah, I'd rather have twice a year a nice bouquet of flowers that aren't crazily priced than have it on Valentine's Day, which is sometimes more feels like you need to do something just because it's Valentine's Day. So yeah, we're odd. I know. It's not that I don't like flowers or gifts or chocolate. Love all of them. Don't get me wrong. But yeah. It's just a commercialized view of it that you have to do something. That's what's bugging me. But still, yeah. Still had a nice day though. For the rest of the week, we actually also didn't do anything special. Did bake some apple turnovers on Saturday. Watched a movie on Wednesday. No, not a movie, a TV show on Wednesday. Did a lot of puzzling in the week with our daughter because she loves to puzzle. She today did a puzzle of 12 pieces in just over 1.5 minutes without any help. So yeah, she's quick. Sometimes a little too quick, but yeah, we have a puzzle of one of our favorite TV shows, which is Bing. If you are, at least you're in the UK, you might know it. Bing Bunny, or at least I believe it's called something like that there. But yes, she absolutely adores it. So when she's puzzling, she is always calling the characters by name, like Flop's face or Sula's face or whatever face or feet or whatever she's working on. So that's fun. Always love it. Again, not much excited happened last week. Again. Yeah. I'm kinda relieved when this whole pandemic is gone. Because, well, since a lot of people are done with it, they don't care for the rules anymore, and, well, yeah. The people that do need follow the rules are, well, screwed. Yeah. It's that simple. It's just too hard for people to listen. But yeah, who am I to say something about it? Because at least here people even don't want to listen to government, so why would he listen to me? Yeah. But otherwise, if it wasn't the current situation, it would have been carnival here this weekend. Well, past weekend. Normally it's mostly from Friday till Tuesday. Some places it's also Wednesday. Kind of depends a bit. Dutch carnival is kind of strange in my opinion. We don't like it that much. I do like, obviously there are parts that I like, but there are parts that I don't. If you don't know how carnival is celebrated here, it's kind of a crossover between Brazilian and Venetian carnival. We have like the long parades. You are dressed up, but not in those kind of bikini outfits. It's way too cold, especially in February. So no, that's not it. Now it's more of a crossover between like the carnival from there with like the parades and stuff, and kind of like Halloween. Because people dress up. And just like with Halloween, you can go all out or do it really simple with the stuff you have in your closet and just make something out of that. That's the part I do like. I always think it's fun to dress up, especially with little kids. I also like the parades. Many times they're like, well, sayings, or I know when I don't know if you know it in the States, but like Nordic walking, like kind of like walking with 2 ski sticks. When that came about, like in the, I almost want to say like 15 years ago. I know many things were done with that. So the motto was that you were Nordic walking. So they were like, yeah, sometimes it's kind of racist, but they were like Eskimos if they called themselves then, like the people in made like igloos, and yeah, always then, and then crossed it over with Chinese people for like wokken. So instead of walking, it's walking, and yeah. Sometimes it's just kind of racist, but it's also kind of fun. But let's be quite honest. Don't get me wrong. The hate spreading of racism is awful. But if you want to, you can, well, find a racist thing in kind of like anything. But let's not go into it that far. I wanted to have it about carnival, not about racism and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, there always making like fun parades and stuff. I know there's one that always kicks me in my mind, kicks me like they hadn't to do any work and still it was so much fun. We have a saying here like that's 3 keer niks, which translates to 3 times nothing. And it basically also means like it's just not nothing, it's like absolutely nothing. So when you're like, I don't like it at all, it was horrible, I hated it, it was nothing, then you can say, het was 3 keer niks. So that's kind of the rough translation about it. But niks is also, well, nothing in like, not a thing. So the person that did that, did that saying, he had his, I believe it was a tractor or a car or whatever it was, but some kind of vehicle. And behind him he pulled 3 cars. With like a 1, a 2 and a 3. That's all. Every car had just 1 number in it and further nothing. And at the side, for the side, I believe at the front, they always have like a little sign to say which number in the parade they are and what their motto is. So he was driving around in a car with 3 trailers behind him with the numbers 1, 2 and 3. And it just said at the front his number in line and 3 times nothing. It always makes me giggle just because of the fact that you can make something memorable out of nothing. So yeah, that's really the part that I do like about Carnival. But the part that I absolutely hate, and that's sadly the part that many people, well, celebrate it for, nowadays at least. Well, actually, that's one of the origins of it, is like the drinking of alcohol. But many people get so obnoxiously loud and annoying when they're drunk. And it's not just for one day. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And well, quite technically, it already started in November. November 11th. De 11e van de 11e. The 11th of the 11th. Then officially Carnival starts. So yeah, it's like a long period of time. But luckily the biggest part I want to say of it is, well, this year it's now. It's I want to see the weekend before Ash Wednesday. I don't know if you celebrate it there, but if you look up Carnival or Dutch Carnival, or don't know how Google would want to find it, but yeah, there's a lot about it. I did look it up to make if I could find like a simple version of it, like where did it start, what's the origin, what, that kind of stuff, but it was such a big, well, almost a book you could make about it. So I was like, okay, not going to bore people to death, so let's just keep it simple and give my opinion about it. So yeah. If you want to have more information about what's the origin about it, sure Google would know. But no, it's also like, if you know the movie The Hunchback of Notre Dame, I believe fairly at the beginning, they have the Feast of Fools. That's also like one of the kind of like origins of Carnival. It's kind of like a crazy festival. It's hard to explain, actually, but I think you can imagine, kinda. At least here it has a lot of green, a lot of yellow, and a lot of red, because those three are the carnival colors here. Yeah, another part that I don't like about it is like, especially with the parades, when you're just watching it, almost every car, many times there are groups, so they have like really awesome cars, like huge floats, and they're like really amazing. But they have a sound system that you could hear like 10 miles away. It's so loud. I have a loud voice, but I'm not a person that likes loud stuff. I don't like it that much, because I can't hear much then. I'm not deaf, but I can't hear much when I'm in like company. So there's too much noise, background noise, or music, or that's why I don't go out like to a bar or something, because 9 times out of 10 I just can't hear what you're saying, because you almost need to yell in my ear. So for that, I'm like, I'd rather get me a bottle of wine and drink that in my own home. A, my wine isn't that expensive, and B, I can hear what people are saying. So yeah. I'm one of those annoying kind of people. But seriously, as a kid, I loved Carnival. Obviously, I wasn't able to drink then, but but you get it, I think. It's like one of those festivals, like it's fun, but it's kind of annoying at the same time. But it can be because I am kind of more of a boring person now than I was then, so yeah, might be me. So yeah, to tie my kind of tiny Dutch lessons in with that, I thought I might think of some carnival related words, maybe even dialect words, that are somewhat related to it. Because yeah, otherwise I could be doing like a random word, but let's try it into blend it in with some of the words. But some of the things I'm saying, I can better say. If you have a word you want to know what Dutch is, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm just, well, thinking of something, basically. So, well, the first thing I think of with Carnival is actually a dialect word. It's more from the south of the Netherlands, where I am from, and that is vastelovend, which kinda Well, it actually is a kind of hard translated word. Kind of hard word to translate. Seriously, my words, even the regular ones, are hard. But it kinda is translatable to feasting. What's the word? Fasting, I think. Eve, like when you're I believe in the next couple of weeks. I know with religions you have things like, I think the best example I can think of now is from the Islamic world. I can better say the Islamic. I think that's one of the kind of known versions of it. The Ramadan. Don't know if that's the same word in English, but I think so. That is kind of the same. So, yeah, that's the word thing-ish. Yeah. Might have been better prepared if I looked up what the word was. So yeah. It's kind of like the eve of, yeah, fasting, I think it's the English word. If I might remember, I put up the word here somewhere, which I probably will forget. Knowing my brain today, because, well, yeah, it's one of those days. I hardly slept tonight, so, for last night, actually. So my next word that comes in mind now is a mask. And mask in Dutch is masker. Kind of looks like the same. So if you wear a mask, you wear a masker. Well, een masker, I could better say. And for the next, I'm just going to do kind of 3 in 1. I'm going to do the 3 carnival colors. Red, which is rood. Yellow, which is geel. And then we have green, which is groen. So red, yellow and green are rood, geel and groen. So yeah, Dutch Carnival is kind of like, well, Halloween minus trick or treat combined with the Venetian Carnival, which means masks and stuff, a lot of parades, and in many parts also a lot of alcohol, a lot of food, and loud music. So yeah, it can be kind of fun, don't get me wrong, but no, not my thing. Normally it would have ended, well, once I put it up today on Ash Wednesday. And it originally, as far as I could tell, basically was to the eating part, kind of like it is to make sure that everything got eaten, so it wouldn't be spoiled during the the period that you feast. The period that you eat less. Let's basically call it that. I still don't know the word. Seriously, woman. Get prepared next time. And yet, we all know I won't. But yeah, it is, I believe, Ash Wednesday is 40 days before first day of Easter. Yeah, and the crazy dressing up part, as far as I could find out, actually stems out from I'm sorry, checking how long I'm rambling, is partially from the time when the wealthy people had slaves, and when there was kind of like the big gap also between like poor people and rich people. Kind of was like you could wear a mask and everybody would be equal. The slaves would be equal to the masters, women and men were equal, and the poor peasants and the wealthy people were all equal, because you could not see who was beneath the mask. So that's what I could understand from Googling it. That's kind of where it comes from. Like as I described in Hunchback of Notre Dame, they called it Feast of Fools, because you could kind of like be a fool and still it would be okay. So yeah, it has the it is from origin like a what's the word? A heathen, I think is the word. Origin to it, but it got catalyzed. No, that sounds really weird. Catalyzed. Catholicized. That is, I think it's the word. Oh, seriously. Good days, good days. Good days are the days I hardly get out of words. Yeah, fun. Always fun when I don't know what I'm saying. So basically what I was saying, or at least trying to say, sorry for the noise by the way, is it was a heathen festival, and well, it got kicked out a few times. It got reinvented kind of, and yeah, there are many differences in every region, because well, I looked up, at least on Wikipedia, and even in like Europe you had like at least minimum of like 10 different versions. So it's just which part of the origin is the most emphasized, sorry. Kind of like, okay, what is the part that at that point, that part of Europe thought was the most important. So basically, like, what is the thing that they did, like, wanted to do. And even in the Netherlands, there are even 2 different variations, but they are kind of melted together, at least here. So I basically have no clue what the original version here in the region is. I know it's the Burgondisch carnival, as they call it, but I don't know which part is like from that and which part is like the Rhineland version, so it's kind of fuzzy. But yeah, basically it comes down to eating, drinking, having a good time, dress up, and yeah, go crazy, I almost want to say. I basically think that for many people that even is like the big thing of carnival, to like go crazy, because yeah, kinda is like our, well, crazy time, I almost want to say, because like things like Halloween for like trick and treat and stuff, we don't have that here. And if you go to these parades, you, especially as being a kid, that's the most important part of the parades. They throw out candy. I know where I grew up, it's like 50 to 70 kilometers more north of here. I almost live in like the most southern tip of the Netherlands. But where I'm from, only the Prinsenwagens, as they were called, like the princess floats. I seriously keep stumbling over my words today. I'm sorry. So those floats are the ones giving out candy, but here everybody that wants to give out candy, they can. They also do like stuffed animals, balls. So yeah, well, kind of like small toys, balloons, you name it, you got it. We actually did that, go to a parade last time for the first time, because our daughter was then 1.5. We're like, okay, she might enjoy it, which she did. But I was kind of amazed at what we all got, because I know it like only in the place I grew up, one of the floats did that, but there were only 30 if you got lucky. And they weren't all floats. You have like the groups of people. Those most of the time have a float, but you also have like people alone, people with twos or threes, or like the small groups of maximum 10 people. Some don't have floats, they just walk around. So yeah. Yeah, I actually at the moment don't know what to ramble about on more, because my brain is so kind of fuzzy today. I'm so sorry if you can't follow anything today. So it's kind of the rambly edition today. Yeah, I think I, like for 2 or 3 days in a row, I fell asleep at like 3 o'clock and woke up like every hour, and yeah. I need my sleep. And I'm now finally getting some sleep since the little one is trying at least to sleep through the night. So yeah. Lucky for me, he's not that much of a morning person, which means he isn't awake at 7 o'clock, but still. I actually need my 8 hours of sleep a night, and most of the times, if I get lucky, I get 5. So yeah. I know many moms are happy if they get 5 hours, but well, yeah. Let's be honest, most of the people do want more sleep. At least, most people I know. But yeah, as I'm not... A, I'm not a morning person, and B, I'm a sleepyhead. Yeah, I get rambly. So yeah, I don't have my head on straight today. Sorry. Can't help it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here because, well, yeah. Otherwise, you probably still don't get any wiser of it. So yeah, I hope you liked it. Even though it's kind of rambly, doesn't make any much sense at all. If you made it this far, please give this video a thumbs up. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.